What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Czar family channel. Today, we're going to talk about a couple things that have popped up with the house build. And hopefully, next week we can close. But holy smokes, guys, this process has been drawn out for way too long. But before we start today's video, I want to show you how stinking cute Coco is. She's actually hanging out with me today. She doesn't usually do that because once Amanda's parents come home, she doesn't like me anymore. Isn't that right, Coco? Yes, you don't like me anymore when they get here, don't you? But let's get into today's video. Hopefully you guys are doing great. And let's go! You guys, what the house looks like. We've put a hiking trip today with baby bump, guys. Real quick though, look at that cute face. Say hi, Coco. Yeah, everybody loves you, Coco. They do. They love you. This is the first time Coco's really been on the channel. We used to shout out the kitty cats all the time, but the kitty cats aren't here anymore. So we gotta have some Coco love in the vlogs from now on. But let's get into the real stuff here, cause things kind of aren't going as planned. So, a couple things that have happened since the last vlog. Honestly, hasn't been a lot, but it's because this appraiser, guys. So the appraiser came out to the house. Today is Thursday, July 1st. He came out 2 weeks ago today and has not submitted the paperwork to the bank. So we're waiting for the stinking VA appraiser to get his life together because honestly, that's the reason why everything's been hung up recently and it's driving me nuts, honestly. Thing number 2 that's going not the best is getting the builder to finish a couple of those easy things. So they actually did a positive note. They did email my realtor back, and we got good news. They are going to replace the sod. Now, I don't know when they're going to replace the sod, so I'm going to bet that they're not going to replace the sod until we close. Because, and I know a lot of people might get triggered by that because you'll be like, well, if they replace it after you close, they might not come back out. But we're going to have paperwork written up that if it's not replaced in 7 days, that then we get paid every single day that the sod is not replaced by. So it's going to be 7 days after we close, as long as, they might already have it scheduled like a day after we close. But as far as closing goes, guys, I don't know when it's going to be. And it's frustrating. We were supposed to close on the house. I know a lot of you guys who've been following this process for a long time have known we were supposed to originally close the end of May. And at the latest, the beginning of June. Now, we had put in a rate lock for our house. Now, I know with house builds and stuff like that, it's really hard to put in a rate lock because of the fact of there's always that question mark. Is something going to get delayed? Whatever. Which, in this circumstance, it did. But whenever we first went and put the rate lock in, we did it because the builder anticipated the house being done at the beginning of June at the latest. And then you guys know everything else that happened from there. The delay with Vectrin, the delay with the flooring, the delay with the grass, the delay with this and that. It seemed like the delays never ended. But all those delays have thrown everything off with the rate lock. So the rate lock expired on the first week of June. And luckily our bank was super cool. At that point, they were like, hey, don't worry about it. We know stuff happens. We actually gave you 20 days, practically 3 weeks of extra free rate lock. And if you're curious and you don't know what a rate lock is and you're just watching this video for the first time, rate lock necessarily, I guess, to put it in simple terms, is like you go to the bank instead of like an easy mortgage where you're just closing on a normal house. You would just apply for an interest rate, you'd get it, you close in 30 days, you're fine. With a house build, you have to get a rate lock because of the fact that there's like you don't know when you're going to close type of thing. So usually they give you about like 45 days. Well, since the builder had told us, hey, we should close at the beginning of June, you guys should be fine. Start your rate lock, the beginning of May. Now, the point that I'm getting to with all this is the fact that we did that, then they did the 3-week extension, and that 3-week extension ended on the 28th, which was Monday of this week. Now, with a rate lock extension, once your rate lock expires, you're then eligible to extend your rate lock, but then you have to pay a percentage of your loan, which for us, I think it was like 1.75% of the loan value, which equals out to $454, and I think it was like 65 cents or something like that. Now, whenever we had to keep pushing all this stuff out, it was due to all those delays with the builder, and guess who has to pay that bill? This guy. And so over the weekend, whenever I found this out, that this was going to possibly become an outcome here, 10 days is the extension of that rate lock that we paid for, the $454. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that I should have to pay for that. Because of all the delays from the builder, I personally wrote them an email on Monday afternoon, and let me know in the comments below what you would do in this situation, because honestly, I passed that expense on to them. Now, they have the ability to say no, but the fact that I had nothing to do with any of these delays, like if they wouldn't have messed up the sod order and thought that we were going to get seed instead of sod, which didn't make any sense because we paid for sod, why should I have to be penalized and pay $454 for something that I have no control over? Because let's say hypothetically this 10-day rate lock extension, it expires on, was that July 9th, I think? It's next Wednesday. Like if that expires next Wednesday, then what? Do I have to pay yet again more money? I don't think personally to myself that seems very fair to me, considering, again, I have no control over this situation. And let's say hypothetically this appraiser drags his feet, which he's been doing, like I said, 2 weeks since he went out there, in my opinion, is ridiculous. You're filling out like 4 pages of paperwork. Like, come on, guy. But like, why am I paying $454? So like I said, wrote them an email. Hopefully they'll pay it, because like it's outrageous. Why should I have to pay more money out of my pocket? Now, another thing that came up recently that does stink a lot, on Saturday we had a guy come out to do a quote for a 4-foot black chain link fence. Now, everybody knows all the like prices on stuff have increased dramatically, like over the last year and a half. Like lumber prices went up, everything. But I did not hear anything about chain link fences increasing in price. I don't know if anybody's gotten a chain link fence in the last year that can comment below and let me know how much they paid for theirs. But they came out, like I said, Saturday, measured our fence. He came back on, I think that was Wednesday, yesterday, told me how much a fence for our backyard would cost. Now, keep in mind, we're going to have a double gate on one side and a single gate on the other, but he wanted $3,980 for a fence. Now, obviously, I got twins on the way. I don't want to drop $4,000 on a fence all at once. To me, it just doesn't make any sense to do that. So now I got to go out and finance a new fence on top of financing a house. So that's kind of annoying. So that was some other bad news that we definitely weren't expecting, because it was crazy. Because like 2 years ago, we went out and got a quote for a wooden fence to replace at our old house, and it was like $2,700 for a wooden fence. I can only imagine how much a wooden fence costs right now. I'm sure it's probably like $7,000, but still, that's insane. So moral of the story, guys, this house process it's getting tedious. It's getting exhausting. Honestly, extremely frustrating. Like, I love the ability that we have not high expenses right now, because it gives Amanda and I the ability to like buy car seats and buy strollers, buy whatever, we just went out the other weekend and bought a what is it called? Goodness gracious. A changing table. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. But it gave us the ability to buy those things, which was like almost $350. But as much as I like the ability of not having very many expenses, I do miss having my own space. I know like some people that they don't really care that they have to live with their parents. They don't care about that stuff because their expenses are low. I like my freedom. I like the ability to come home and wind down. But when we live with Amanda's parents, as much as I love them, I like to hang out in our room when we're here, because that's our own personal space. And with a house, I mean, obviously you have the whole space to yourself, which is nice. So I just want to have the ability to roam around the whole house, kind of decompress when I get home, and do all those things in my own space. And it's like, it doesn't ever seem like we're going to get to that point, because this house just keeps getting delayed over and over and over again. I mean, obviously by now we're not going to close till next Tuesday at the earliest, because Monday is technically a holiday for the banks. So next Tuesday will be a whole entire month of delays. So word to the wise for people who are thinking about buying a brand new house build. Just be prepared for loads of delays, things not going the way that they're supposed to go. I mean, honestly, the builder hasn't been horrible to work with, but the fact that the communication between the builder and us is terrible. We don't get like information until within like less than 24 hours before a day that we're supposed to do something, as far as like the walkthroughs in the past. So stuff like that is stuff that you're just going to have to kind of handle whenever it comes to these house builds. And honestly, whenever I first got into it, I expected it, but I didn't expect to be moving in July, when we sold our house in January and put our offer in on the house in January. And the house was already framed up, roof installed, and, they were already installing insulation when we put the offer in. So the fact that it's been delayed this far is the reason why, honestly, Amanda and I are so frustrated with this whole process. So fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully the next vlog, man, hopefully we're moving in. Like, it's kind of annoying. I don't know. I think, honestly, I know I've been ranting the whole video, but like, I think we might do a 4th of July video and moving into the house at the same time for our next video. I haven't made up my mind yet, so don't hold me to it. But I just wanted to give you guys some information on kind of what's been going on, because I know a lot of you are like, holy smokes, Adam. Like, you guys said you were going to move into your house like a month ago, and you're still not moved into your house. Are you lying to us? Whatever. But no, I'm not lying to you guys. It's just this process is just taking forever. So bear with us, guys. We'll be in there eventually. And then I can put out a lot more interesting content too, because I'm in my own space. But until next time, guys, please, please, please smash that subscribe button and hit the like button for us. A like button hit, that's all you need, guys. Best way to help a creator out is to just hit the like button. It pushes the content out to the algorithm for YouTube, which then explodes the channel, because once we hit 1,000 subscribers on here, we will be doing a giveaway. We don't know what the giveaway is going to be yet. Probably going to do, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe some gift cards. Maybe Amazon, maybe something like that. So if you guys subscribe, get us to 1,000 subscribers, we can do that giveaway for you guys. But until next time, guys, make sure to have a great rest of the day. Always smile, even though sometimes it might not be easy to. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.